All right, so this is a suggestion via channel member. Guys, go and jump to the video immediately. This is coming from the channel Brit Alert News. So apparently we will be encountering something from Great Britain. All right, no problem. Let's check it out. We will comment throughout.
This is a case warning. Starts immediately. A war cannon will be here.
We are bracing now for a fourth night of protests in Northern Ireland. In connection with the incident, two 14-year-old boys have appeared in court charged with attempted rape. The charges were read to the teenagers by a Romanian interpreter.
The United Kingdom woke to fire. Ballymena burned first, a town of 30,000. Now the spark for 100,000 marching through Northern Ireland. Flames over Belfast, water cannons in Portadown, a girl attacked. Two foreign teens charged, and a nation exploding in silence. Yet in London, Prime Minister Keir Starmer dismissed it as racism. His Home Office sent statements not help. Westminster stayed dry while the North drowned in its own streets. From the alleys of Ballymena to the bridges of Derry, the message was one line long. We've lost our country and we're taking it back. In Westminster, the debate began. One member of Parliament rose to his feet, demanding action, not excuses.
This is a border security crisis.
It is.
But it is also a public safety crisis.
It also
especially for women and girls. Many nationalities crossing, for example Afghans, commit up to 20 times offences than average.
While Parliament debated...
That's not even like a crazy thing to perceive that there's someone from outside of the West specifically, like in places where, let's see, certain genders specifically may not have all the rights in the world, right? And they're used to absolutely doing whatever they desire to certain genders, let's say this year. They come to your country specifically and they think that they're still in their country, but obviously everything is different. You guys got like Tesco and things like that, guys, right? But they want to they want to proceed exactly how they proceeded in their own country that they basically ran from. All right, listen, the same thing's happening here, guys. I get it. We're here. Right? I get it. Get your country.
Passion and control. A new order had already been signed. Keir Starmer approved the continued transfer of asylum seekers into Northern Ireland. Another 3,200 before Christmas. No line on security. No pound in emergency aid. Within the hour, the Belfast Telegraph revealed the cost. Local councils now fully liable for hotel bills and policing overtime. £2.4 million a month in Ballymena alone. The directive carried Starmer's signature. When pressed in the chamber, a minister replied without blinking, "London decides, you implement." That was the moment the North understood this wasn't representation, it was management by decree. By nightfall, Northern Ireland stopped waiting. What began as anger became ignition.
They went off. Yeah, I could tell.
Portadown erupted, and the smoke was visible from 20 miles out. Police lines collapsed under bricks and flares, while chants of "send them back" rolled through the estates like thunder. Starmer's order had reached its consequence. Hotels turned fortresses, local streets, war zones. In one night alone, 5 towns fell under emergency curfew. Over 300 arrests, 41 officers injured, and property damage topping £8 million.
Jeez. Yeah, guys, listen. I get it. You want something to be done, right? But destroying your specific community is probably not the smartest thing to do because, again, a lot of these buildings, I'm sure, are owned by people in the community. You're affecting them also, right? So now they can basically protest in the same breath, let's say, about the protests. You destroyed my property. You understand what I'm saying here, guys, right? I mean, there needs to be a little bit more love for thy neighbor for the most part in the context of if you're going to protest, obviously. And again, I have no idea the protest laws out there, how things are, how things can be. Maybe you're allowed to do all that absolute debauchery. Who knows, right? But I doubt it in the UK. I doubt that. You guys are strict out there for no reason. In the wrong places.
Home Office called it contained disorder, but the people knew better. It was rebellion. A leaked police memo told the truth. We are outnumbered, outfunded, and out of trust. Officers refused to push further, some laying down shields as mothers screamed for their sons. One veteran in Belfast shouted into the camera, "We fought the IRA for this land. Now we fight our own government for it." That clip hit 10 million views before being deleted. At dawn, the fires dimmed, but not the fury. Burned cars, boarded hotels. and a silence that sounded like judgment. London's broadcast showed none of it, just studio lights and scripted calm. In the north, people saw something different. They saw the moment the line snapped between ruler and ruled. And in the ashes of Ballymena and Portadown, a single truth rose with the smoke. Britain wasn't divided anymore, it was waking up. Inside number 10, there were no arguments, only instructions. By dawn, the Prime Minister's casualty report covered the entire region. 5 towns under curfew, total losses exceeding £112 million, and more than 100 officers injured. He didn't call a press conference, he called a blackout.
Okay.
Every department was ordered to stabilise the narrative.
Oh, bro, that is just nothing more than corruption right there, guys. I thought you guys were a little bit more freer, let's say, specifically with the media, but apparently that is not the case here, right? I don't even think that would even happen here, okay? That is a wild one. So you saw all of these things happening. There are multiple people that have been basically injured here. And then you decide to basically do a media blackout on it, guys?
BBC editors received scripts pre-approved by the Home Office. The word riot was erased, replaced with local disorder influenced by misinformation. Police were told to file no images without clearance. Even the Met's encrypted channels were rerouted through London servers.
The Met.
One senior civil servant leaked a single line from the cabinet log. Public sentiment, hostile, strategic priority, control perception. But outside Westminster, perception was already lost. Northern Ireland had become a mirror, showing Britain what it refused to see. Communities weren't divided by race anymore, but by truth and silence. At 10:45 a.m, the Prime Minister signed a confidential directive, Operation Northlight. It authorised mass content removal, warrantless arrests under public safety risk, and restricted media travel north of the border.
Is this freedom?
To the public, nothing changed.
Doesn't look
Screens
like it.
still glowed, anchors still smiled,
sounds like it.
but the news had gone hollow. Downing Street declared the crisis contained. It wasn't containment, it was concealment. And for the first time, the United Kingdom feared not the flames, but the light. It started with one file at 2:17 a.m. A Cabinet Office document marked Operation Northlight Classified leaked online. Within hours, it burned across Britain. Inside were journalist watch lists, social media takedowns, orders for mass content suppression, and one line stamped in red.
Bro, maybe it's time to get out of here, guys, because this sounds wild to me, bro. But I mean, I get it. I'm an outsider looking in here, guys. I'm American, right? So I mean, this is worse than us. Like, I don't think that we're doing things like this, guys. Like, I mean, we still have the ability to basically, talk all types of craziness to all of our government officials, guys, right? Like, you're not going to be able to hide anything like, look at the damage. How do you think you're going to hide that? And why are you trying to hide it? Like, are you trying to make it so no one else gets the same idea? I mean, that could be a thing potentially, right? But bro, it's happening. And it's happening for a reason. You should probably pay a little bit, more attention to your constituents.
Authorised by the Prime Minister, the Home Office screamed fake. Metadata proved otherwise. Then a whistleblower surfaced, a communications officer from Belfast. Her statement was one sentence long.
Okay.
If the truth burns, let it burn everywhere.
Got it.
By morning, Northlight trended worldwide. Anchors vanished mid-broadcast. Police raided Belfast newsrooms.
Really?
Every arrest confirmed the document was real.
Okay.
Westminster said control. Britain said treason. And for the first time, the government wasn't fighting disinformation. It was fighting discovery. No orders, no leaders, just rage turned silent. Across Belfast, blank white signs filled the streets. Nothing written, everything meant. Teachers stopped classes, veterans turned their medals upside down, BC staff walked off air, 1 million screens went dark in protest. The government called it sabotage, but the sabotage was theirs against the people who paid for truth.
Absolutely.
At noon, the first image broke through the censorship, a police officer removing his helmet, saluting the crowd. We serve the people, he said, not the protocol. That clip reached 48 million views before deletion and 300 million after re-uploads. No chance.
I hope that's a true statement.
No riots.
Right.
Just refusal. A nation unplugged itself from power, and power, for the first time, went dark. Parliament met behind armed gates, half the benches empty, the Speaker's gavel echoed over silence. Outside, the chant built like thunder. Resign, answer, now markets crashed. £6 billion erased in a day. The pound hit a decade low. Foreign embassies withdrew staff. Starmer appeared on camera, pale, cornered, voice trembling. He called the leaks foreign interference. But Britain had already identified its enemy, her, and it wasn't abroad. At 1742,
it's that
the
guy,
Home Secretary resigned. At 1803, defence followed. At 1900, the streets outside Westminster stood still, not shouting, just waiting. When the lights in number 10 went dark, no one cheered.
Bro, what is number 10?
Someone whispered, London's lost the north. And for the first time, it felt true. They came at dawn. Thousands from every county walking north in silence. Veterans, miners, mothers, priests. No banners, no chants. Only flags folded in half. Symbols of loyalty betrayed. Police didn't stop them. Some joined. Convoys from Glasgow and Leeds brought supplies. Farmers cleared roads so people could walk. It wasn't chaos anymore. It was purpose. At noon, 500,000 filled Belfast. Rain fell. No one moved. A single speaker played the anthem. When the line came, send her victorious, it was sung as warning, not worship. Cameras panned from faces to flags. And for once, Britain didn't look divided. It looked awake. Day 7.
Oh, yeah,
the palace
they're done,
surrounded.
Guys.
Barricades
They're
gone.
Done.
Crowd silent, waiting. Inside, MPs shouted through fear. No one wanted to be the last loyalist. At 9:27, the motion was read. This House no longer recognises the authority of the Prime Minister. Applause thundered from outside, not within. The King's address followed. National reconciliation. Too late. Starmer's motorcade crawled through the rain. Windows blacked out. Faces pale behind glass. Downing Street gates closed at 2000 hours. The country didn't celebrate. It exhaled. For the first time in a century, Britain had changed government without consent and without permission. Morning came quiet. No headlines, no speeches, just a nation staring at itself and recognising the reflection. In Belfast, murals covered burn marks. In Derry, candles still burned on wet cobblestones. In London, the silence of power had become the voice of the people. Great Britain, not broken, only unheard, was speaking again. And this time, no government could mute it. This is Brit Alert News. If you stand for truth.
Oh, my guys. I'm going to be honest here. I thought that they had a little bit of freedom. At the very least, I thought they had just a little bit, right? Because the way everyone makes it seem, like it seems like everyone else has more freedoms than we do. That's a lie. What is going on here? Okay. This isn't even like, guys, I'm just shocked. I'm appalled at this here. Listen, bro, I mean, I get it. You want people, if they're going to come into your country, they need to, for the most part, have the ability to kind of learn how you guys live your life and what made your country kind of what it was, to the point where people are leaving theirs to come to yours. Not specifically making little insert whatever country name, like little, I don't know, Havana. That's not a country, but you get what I'm saying here, right? Like, you want people, if they're gonna come, they need to purposefully fit in, not specifically make your area that they're moving into the country they're leaving, because now you're going to leave. And then who's left? Like, that's how those towns get created, by the way, right? They get created because a large group of people from one specific place move into one specific place. The people that were there before are like, I don't want to live in this country at all, right? So I'm going to move, right? And then when everyone moves out, that whole area becomes that specific country, basically, what they ran from, right? Understand this here. They're running from what they're creating. I don't understand the logic here, guys. I think they just want Tesco's and Nando's and these type of things. Fish and chips and malt vinegar. I don't know what it is, guys, right? Like chicken tikka masala, right? Like they want all of those things and their country. I think that's what it is, right? And the money that is made in your country. That's the vibe, right? They're not really coming to specifically like enrich your country. They're coming to pilfer from it. right? But either way, guys, listen, don't get me wrong here. There are definitely some people who are like actual people that need help, like refugees, and things like that. I don't think those are qualified as the same. But again, pretty much, I guess, based on who you're speaking to, would they could probably better define what that means to them specifically, right? But I do think, just in general, people have no problem helping people as long as it's not the entire country worth of people. Okay. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies. And I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry, right? Listen, like and subscribe.